Hi, and welcome back to Girl Games WoW. I'm Silvana. So here we are back in the Wetlands. We're going to go ahead and go over here to these quests next. Since there's not a lot to say, especially in between quests, I thought I would talk about some things that have been in the World of Warcraft news lately. I'm not a big follower of the news, really. But I've noticed this last week or so, there's been two big stories going around. They're kind of everywhere. So I thought I would talk about that. One there was a massive ban on players. Most of them were PvP because they were botting. So what botting is you use an add-on similar to the curse that we use, although it's not approved by Blizzard, to play your game for you. It's from what I understand, it's PvPs that do it because it's set up for battlegrounds, and it just runs it in a particular way. It only attacks certain things. I really don't know a lot about botting, to be honest with you. A, I don't PvP a lot. B, even if I do PvP, I'm obviously going to only use things on my game that are approved by Blizz so as not to lose my subscription, and that's what's happened to them. They've received bans. Some of them are temporary, some of them are permanent because they broke the terms of service of the game. Alright, so you notice we have two quests here. We got some Mire Beasts to kill. We need 10 of those. And the Dragon Maw Whelps. We're going to go ahead and do the Whelps first. So, the second thing that I've seen a lot of is that there has been a really big drop in subscriptions announced by Blizzard themselves over the last, for this quarter, when, as they geared up for the drops of the new expansion, a swell of enrollment happened. It usually does, because people want to see what the new content is going to look like. Since then, the subscription has gone back down to basically what it was before. Which means, they didn't. Basically, a lot of people who had gone away from WoW came back because the new expansion was coming to see if things had changed. They found out that things hadn't really changed, or they hadn't changed in a way that made the game better. So they left. That's how I see those numbers. Since it is the exact same that it rose, now it's back to the exact same number it was before, which is right about 7 million subscribers. And it had went up to 10 million subscribers. I see that as 3 million people had gone away from the game because they were bored with the content, because they were unhappy with mechanics, because there is, in the PvP community, which is why we've seen the big thing with the bans on this. There's a big problem in that community about botting. Um, Players who want to play the game, they don't like people who have bots any more than Blizz does, because it's just this, it's like anything else with that. Here you are, you're active, you're doing your part, and these people, can't, do what they need to do. They can't play the game. They have to have a computer, run their stuff while they're off. It's just, I can see why that community, even though I don't PvP, I can see their issue with it. I quest and I do dungeons quite a bit on my main tune, and I wouldn't like if there was a bunch of people in my dungeon getting gear for, and they're not actually there. The person the character belongs to. So then they came back to the game. They saw the new content. It wasn't whatever was wrong with them in the first place, and it could be, I named quite a few things. Wasn't fixed. A lot of people, the main problem with this game is the end content. You quest, you get your characters leveled up, you reach your high level, which in this case right now is level 100. Then all you have left to do is either grind dailies for rep, or raid. And we've talked a little bit on this channel about the problems that raiding can have for people. It's a really big time sink if nothing else. So they didn't find that their problem had been addressed, so they left again. That's how I see that. So we're going to pick a ring. We don't have any rings, so we're going to look. Strength, intellect, agility. Well, we're a healer, so we're definitely going to want intel. I'm going to put that on immediately. So mostly for me, the two main stories that are running around WoW boil down to this. If you're stupid enough to do something that you know is against the rules, and yes, I call it stupid, it's very plainly laid out what the rules are of this game, then you deserve to lose your subscription. And I think, especially if you do this on a regular basis, I'm all for should lose your subscription permanently. Yeah, there's a difference between, and I've seen some people do it, because Battlegrounds, I'm going to have to grab a character one of these days and get in a Battleground just so you can see what the hell I'm talking about. But the way most of the Battlegrounds are set up is there is an optimal way to try and win. And some people will sit there and they'll run it again and again and again, trying for the honor that it gives. And we'll talk about that in a little bit, what I mean by honor, and some of the other um, things as well. But, so there's a difference between it looked like I was botting, but I wasn't really. And I was using something that I shouldn't be using. If Blizz ever came out and said that the things from Curse were against the term of service, I would not use them. And I did not start using the add-ons from Curse until I heard Blizzard say that they were okay. I don't take the chance ever to lose my subscription. I will do it. We'll take healing. This makes my healing life a lot easier. I'm not going to story or lie. But I will do it the old-fashioned way, which is multiple bars. If that's what I have to do, before I would lose my game. Because my game is important to me. And if let's say you have a whole bunch of tunes, like I do, and you have one that you PvP on, or maybe a couple of different ones you PvP on, then some that you do questing / raiding with, and you're caught botting on one of your PvP characters, but otherwise you haven't been doing anything wrong. They don't just ban the character that was caught breaking the terms of service. They will ban your whole account. Yay for loss of thought. So, you know, so some things that are against terms of service, other than bots. Gold farming. Because I don't want you guys to do these things and go to log on one day and find out that you've lost your subscription, whether it be for a week or two, or whether it be permanently. I don't want you guys to ever have that experience. I have yet, knock on wood, to be banned in any way, and I hope never to be. I play my game very specifically to avoid that. I don't do anything wrong. I don't talk a bunch of stuff in trade chat. So, gold farming. We were talking about things that can get you the boot. Sorry. So, what gold farming is either you pay someone else actual cash and they give you gold, or someone pays you cash and you give them gold. It is not against the terms of service to just give your buddy some gold. Some guilds, especially really big guilds that have a lot of members and a good guild vault, because of the profit sharing and stuff that it used to have. I don't know if it still does. They'll run giveaways. They'll give 5, 10, 20 gold to new members after they've been in the guild for a certain amount of time, or they'll have like a contest. Let's see, what do we need real quick? Fire elementals and fire's extinguished, and you'll see we have the little water thing here for that. The first of this, there's achievements. We've talked about them slightly, but here, I'll show you one specifically. So, there's achievements. I think it's under general. Aha, it is. Okay, see. Okay, so here's some achievements, the classy achievements, where you need a dwarf level 85 of each class it can be. So, and you get things. You get the guild vault voucher if you can get all of them. So when a guild gets close to this achievement, because it gives them something special, and they only need 1 or 2 more of a certain type, they'll put, basically they'll headhunt it. They'll put up in guild, like a reward, a bounty. The first, we're going to use some examples. So, let's say what you need left is a human druid. Oh wait, no, humans can't be druid. Shoot. I don't know, I'll pull it up. So let's say what you have left, pandas are brand new, is panda shaman and Draenei warrior. So you'll put the call out, you'll put it on your guild chat. The first panda shaman or Draenei warrior to 85 wins, depending on how bad the guild wants that achievement. I've seen rewards for that all the way up to 500 gold. Those are perfectly legal things to do. A lot of players get in guilds, or if you're friends with each other. I'm seeing a lot of fire oozes, but I'm not seeing many elementals. And I want to try an experiment before I put all these fires out. So let's see if I can find an elemental anyway. No, ooze, ooze, ooze. And I'm going to talk with a mount and see if we can find it. An elemental. Okay, here's an elemental. I'm going to try. I don't think it'll work to use the water on the elemental. I don't think it will work, so, but it'll be worth a shot. Every now and then. So, the problem is, or I would say with guilds, they'll either straight out give, they'll exchange things with their professions. I need someone to make me a this. You tell me as the maker what you want from me. Sometimes it'll be a lower price than an AH and it'll be a gold. Sometimes it'll just be a straight out, you're in my guild, here you go. Sometimes it'll be, um, hey, I need this leather piece, and what does the leather maker want? And they'll be like, I need the pieces to make it. So get me the mats. Or, oh, hey, I see that you're an alchemist. I'll make you your leather piece in exchange for some luck potions or this raid this mana raid potion or whatever. That's the cool thing about guilds is they exchange favors. You know, I don't mind giving to the guild as long as if I really desperately need something, I'll get back. You know, these mounts, if you buy them in the AH, are incredibly expensive because when you build them, one of the pieces is the heart, and you have to buy that from a vendor, and it's like 15 or 18,000 gold, I think. You can tell I'm not the jewel crafter. So I made an exchange with a buddy of mine that is a jewel crafter that I can get him the gems from my alchemist, and I'll pay part of the cost for his if he'll also make mine. But I still ended up paying about 20K ish for my mount, but between the two hearts, the one for mine and the one for his. Because the gems were cheap. And I have a miner. So I can get around some of that. Instead of paying the like about 60-ish that it was running in the AH the last time I looked. Now it might have went down since then, since Warlords has dropped and there's new stuff out. And this is when it was still Mists, which is the expansion that this map comes from. No, go away. I don't want you. Get off my butt. Freaking ooze. Go away. Yeah. Nobody wants you, you ooziness. So that's fine, but you can't pay money, real money, for pretty much anything in the game. The only exclusion to that, of course, is Blizzard has a store where they sell specific mounts or pets. And so you can buy stuff there. But in game, you can't, make a deal with your buddy outside, in Whisper or whatever, saying, okay, I'll pay you $20 if you make me, we'll use this tiger mouth. And if you're caught doing that, it'll get you suspended at least. Multiple offenses will usually get you permanently banned. So don't do that. Don't use bots or any other kind of thing like that. And it seems strange, but I'm gonna cover that. Things spawn pretty much in the same place all the time. So it is possible to just stand in one spot and kill, especially if it's a fast spawn zone. It is seen as a type of botting if you put your character in a place like that. Put something on your keyboard for attack, and then minimize your screen and go do something else. So if you're really looking for a specific achievement or something like that, just remember to take a, a few seconds every so often, move your character, maybe type something in chat, so that these are things that show that you're actually on the game. And it's something, I don't have it set up right now, but usually, since I'm in a guild, one of the ways I do that is I will set up a macro and it's a simple speak macro that says congrats or grats or congratulations, for when people in guild, you'll see like right here, they achieved, they earned an achievement. So then, as I'm questing, I can just click the macro and it'll put it in my guild chat. I find that this is, for me, because I'm not really a talky kind of person in chat, it serves the purpose of showing that I'm actually active without me having to type or get into a conversation that I really don't want to get into. Believe it or not, even though I have a YouTube channel, I have kind of a thing with social. I'm basically anti-social. So, seriously, where are all the fire elementals? I just need one more. But, so that's what I thought I'd talk about today is rules and things you should and shouldn't do. Other things against your term of service, some of them are really kind of mild, some of them are a little bit more heinous. Certain character names will get flagged. Usually, that's not a suspension or a ban. If you make a character's name that is inappropriate, what usually will happen is um, you'll get a message from the game master or from a game master. There's more than one, sorry. That basically says that you need to change the name of your character and you basically can't log in to that character until you do so. Profanity, racial slurs, these are things that'll get that and certain copyrighted items will get dinged for that. So just be aware. Uh, that's crap. Can't wear it anyway. Crap. All green and up on my intellect. So we will take the hands and put those on immediately. Take next quest. Dude in front of him is where the other quest goes. Similarly, saying things like that in chat. Specifically, okay, now this is very near the exit. So now we're going to want to go and do that and come over. I'm looking at the map here, and I've noticed that when we were over by Menethil, somehow we didn't pick up this part of the quest map. So we're going to stop by, go a little out of our way, make sure we pop that real quick. Oh, and I want to make sure that I have the track on the correct quest. Again, how rude it is, how many people report you, and how many times you've done it will determine if it's just a suspension, if it's just a few days or a week, or if it's a permanent ban. So just remember, now there's going to be times that you're in trade chat. I've seen it happen. I'm lucky that it's not happened where I've gotten banned or suspended. But you'll say something, like you'll ask for something or you'll respond to something, and it will be rude or anything like that. Yet, people will just tell you, I'm going to report you." So sometimes false reporting will happen. If you feel that whatever you've been suspended for uh, is a false report, you can always open a ticket and Game Master will get back with you, and they can go into further details. Anything you say in the world, not whispered between characters, but if you say it, in trade chat, if you say it in chat, if you say it in a party chat, raid chat, if you yell it, that should get it. Then all those things are logged, they're recorded. Okay, so I want to go about this. I want to go up a little bit to where that water is and skirt around it. Alright, so we want to go up a little bit to where the big water is. what I'm trying to do here is find the path where I'm not going to be picking up a lot of stuff I don't want to fight. So, and as far as I know, those are the things that will get you banned. I can't think of anything else right now. Alright, so we're at Swift Gear. We'll go ahead, pick these quests up. There's no flight zone here, but I believe that this is an inn. Yes, C, N, and Z's. So this will be a perfect place for us to rest for the day. I want to thank you all for watching. Like and subscribe. Please comment below any questions that you may have, any ideas you have for what we should do. And real quick, before I sign off, I just want to show you real quick, since we were talking about it, how to set up a macro. So you go to macros, and you'll see here that here's my grats. It just says simply grats. So I want to pull that onto my bar. And then whenever you log in, right now I'm in regular chat. And so to switch channels, like if I was in a town, I could hit /2 and be in trade chat. But I'm not there, so it won't let me. So /P is party, /R is raid, /I is instance, which covers both party or raid, and /G is guild. Now, if I say something, it'll be in guild. So, there. Boom. There you go. That's how you make one. I tried to get it where it would do the /G and then grats. I don't understand macros enough. It won't work, so I have to make sure to put myself in guild chat before I hit it. But that way it's just one click, no typing. And since I don't talk much anyway, it doesn't matter what chat I'm in. So there you go. Alright, so next time on Girl Games WoW, we will probably be able to finish out this area because we'll have the Crackalisks and the Raptors. And then I think we have one more quest. And then we should go to Dunmortar, which I think there's a couple quests there. And then that should send us off into Arathi, which is 25 to 30. And we're at 26. So we're a little bit leveled ahead of where we should be, but that's okay. So I'm pretty sure that next time we should be able to finish out the wetlands. Alright, so thank you for watching, and I hope that you have a very nice